I made when this debate was last called. It was during urgency, I think it was day 3 in urgency. I had been delayed at a select committee which had overlapped with the start of urgency, and I hadn't briefed my colleague Charles Chevelle on the agreement that I had made on behalf of the Labour Party to support leave being granted for including this matter in the bill by way of supplementary order paper, and I think I caused some understandable consternation on the part of the Attorney-General, and I would just like to put on record that that is my responsibility, and no reflection should be made upon other members of the opposition, including Mr Chevelle. The Labour Party will be supporting the supplementary order paper. We do support the number of judges. On reflection, having agreed to it, and we are honouring our agreement, Charles Chevelle did question whether I should have made that agreement and discussed whether, in fact, with this sort of thing, we should let it go to select committee to have it discussed. My judgment at the time was that it didn't need to go to select committee. We stand by that viewpoint, but perhaps if I was asked again, I might think a bit more seriously about that. I do agree that for the reasons that the Attorney-General has outlined, there is a need to increase the number of district court judges. I know that in reality, that if the number of district court judges wasn't increased, then the Attorney would be increasingly reliant on retired judges, or I don't know if we call them retired, but semi-retired judges who come back under temporary warrants and act as judges, and it is undesirable to have too many or to be reliant on too many temporary warranted judges, and that it's better to have a greater number of permanent judges. Apart from anything else, I think the public somewhat looks askance at too many of the judges drawing superannuation and also being paid as a current judge. So for those reasons, I am happy on behalf of the Labour Party to express our support to the changes. Thank you.
Mr Chairman.
The Honourable